Welcome everyone to the Horrorcast. Yes, we're back. The Horrorcast 83. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello.
What's up, Chris?
What's up, everybody?
What's up, Ray?
What's up, guys? This is a show that doesn't get much attention.
That's right, and it will soon.
No much love.
All right, so Chris, what is this emergency session of a Horrorcast?
Well, I don't know if I would necessarily call it an emergency session, but
I would.
So
The
I guess
session.
I guess there was some sort of horror panel somewhere. I'm trying to see where it was. I apologize, but long story short, they have the puppets for Puppet Master, the Little Reich, on display.
Okay. Before we could go forward, I've been waiting to purchase the new Puppet Master. I believe it's 11, and it's the third in the Axis termination or whatever the hell it is. They had a thing where they had fans donate money to either get killed off by a puppet or name a puppet or put their whatever way. They were people paying $1,000, $500, $20, $50, $2,000, $10,000. It was kind of like a fan assisted thing. And they promised that after it was done, it was supposed to be released last year. And then somewhere along the lines, right before they were going to release the movie, they got a deal to do a reboot of Puppet Master by a bigger movie company because they're always having problems with money to do these movies. So now my problem is that what the hell does that mean for the people that pay for all these things? And the last part was, why won't they release it? But anyway, I don't have an answer for that. Supposedly it's still coming out. But now they're focused on the reboot of Puppet Master called The Littlest Reich, whatever the heck it is. So if you could screen share, I don't know if you can. Let's see.
I can't because there's a bunch of ads and stuff playing on the page.
All right.
But
I'm going to try to...
The movie is called Puppet Master, the Little Reich, which is obviously playing on the fact that they're talking about Nazis and stuff.
Yes.
The puppets that they showed specifically in the panel are Blade, Tunneler, and a new puppet that looks like a cross between a frog and a clown.
Yes.
A clog.
Well,
I mean, they look good. I think they look cool.
What, Scott?
I said Frogger has turned evil.
I'm going to take a picture of it
And evil. What are you talking
and
about?
try to send it to you, Chris, because then we could... Oh, my God. There's another picture of it. Okay.
Good night.
Okay. And then let's see here. It just is... Okay. So I'm going to try to send this to you, Chris, and then see if we could show it that way. And again, there's another thing here. And again, I don't like the way Blade looks, but there's not really I can do about it. So let's see. Here we go.
If you could, you would, wouldn't you, Joe?
What's that?
Change the way he looked.
I don't have a problem with the way he looks at all. In fact, I have them in the closets. I used to put them in poses on Facebook, like they're attacking people. It's pretty funny.
That's it. Joe's going to bring that back, guys.
I gotta tell you, I wouldn't mind doing that. I don't know if you could do those, Chris.
I think I can, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, they're cool.
Ooh.
I mean,
Dang.
Tunneler is pretty cool. I mean, Blade kind of looks like I don't know.
I want to point out that Tunneler is dressed as an SS officer, it looks like.
Yeah.
That's the way he always is, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's not,
And then-
though. But yeah.
And then the new Fogger or whatever, he's
That
called.
is just weird.
20p, he has a tongue that comes out of his mouth.
Probably.
For 50p, you can change him with other costumes.
Right. Let's see what else. What's the other picture we got?
Let's see.
There's 4 of them, right?
Yeah. I mean, they're all generally the same.
Yeah, no, but that
Just
one was a
from-
big shot of it, and then they got the side view, I guess.
Just from a different angle.
Yeah.
What did you think of him, Scott?
I don't know about that frog.
I thought that. Tunnel looks good. The frog thing looks like they just threw something in the middle of them. And then the last one looks like they modeled his face after Jason with the white mask.
I mean,
Yeah.
it looks like they spent more money on it, obviously. It's like Tunneler and Blade look like they had more money for the puppets, but
In this view, it looks like the fog is blue and wasted.
Yeah.
the frog is just the odd thing out. I mean, it's like doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense compared to the other puppets.
He's probably going to be able to jump really high and like stick to walls, and he's going to have like a tongue that comes out of his mouth or something.
And eat flies and
Yeah,
Which, I mean,
Zach-
that could be cool. You never know.
Further.
Could be. It could be. Now, in Hypnotronic Comics, they have Torch, and the puppet is like $260 or whatever it is. And I don't know if you've seen the video I had of it, and I would love it, of course, but I can't. I spent way too much money the past week or two get yelled at
that's on something
by
else.
myself because I know that's, I spent too much money. But the thing was big, pretty big. So I would love to have that puppet mess and stuff. That's cool. So anyway, besides Puppet Master, which I would be interested in buying the last one if it ever comes out on DVD, and just going to see this one too. Anything about Alien Covenant because it's related, I
I
guess.
saw a couple of reviews, or I think it was just like 1 or 2 reviews, which I guess is a couple, so I don't know why I just corrected myself. But
Yes.
for Alien Covenant, and generally positive stuff. The only complaint that I've heard is it feels like 2 movies meshed into one.
Which is probably what they've done.
That's
Yeah.
what it is. Prometheus 2 and Alien.
However,
Not a baby.
mean, they've said it's a good movie, so I'm looking forward to it.
Now, wasn't there a thing about it tracking, like they saying, "Oh, we think it's going to make $60 million in the opening weekend, or 50 or 40"? Was there anything about tracking for that?
I haven't seen anything about it.
Me
I
either.
honestly think it's going to be because nobody's really said it's going to make 300 million, 400 million. I think it's going to be a surprise, and I think that it's going to rush the production that much faster on the next one. And if he really has it ready, then he's going to be even more ready. So I think it's a done deal, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's a done deal, but again, we'll see.
When are you on, Joe?
I am wrong sometimes. The new Scream TV series is not going to be. None of the characters are returning. They were supposed to have 6 episodes, a shortened season to resolve the whole entire thing, and it really is unfortunate because now it's never going to be resolved. And Queen Latifah is taking over some part of it and have a different showrunner. It's going to be brand new cast, brand new story, and I'm really not feeling it because again, I don't like things that are not resolved, and I think that's not right. I think that they should have just finished them off with it. If it had 2 seasons and it was successful enough to have a Halloween special, then you know what? Why not? Like, give it a bigger season or whatever. I can understand why because it's kind of repetitive that they're in school and people are dying, and how many times could you do that? But they could have found a way. Maybe they went to college or something.
Class.
So,
Right you are, Scott.
yeah. Bates Motel, that's done. And I don't think we're ever going to see a Psycho thing anytime soon. Not even a movie reboot. Nothing. Not happy with the end result of that. American Gods I missed tonight, which is a
Oh, that's right. I said I watched
freaky
that.
deaky Neil Gaiman freaky deaky
Thanks. Well, I got tomorrow to watch it, so.
tomorrow. Yes. No Walking Dead, of course, because there's something wrong in the universe. But they killed off Andrea in the comics. Now, Andrea is married to Rick, and Andrea is the Michonne character that we see it's kind of what she is. Like, they swapped or whatever it is. So, in other words, I guess that the question is, will Michonne die the way Andrea dies in the comic? Yes or no? So, and of course, Rick has to pick up the pieces and move on. So that means that Michonne is his wife, will be his wife, I guess, in the show, and Andrea is dead in the show, so she's alive in the series. So it's kind of like weird. I don't know what they're gonna do, to tell you the truth, but I don't think it's going to last as long as they think it's going to last, because I feel that after this with Negan, it should be wrapping up. I mean, I don't really feel that it can continue
I can't.
for 15 years. I mean, I'm starting to get bored with things. How many times could he be on his knees? How many times could he be on a film that's bigger than Negan? Let's get out of there.
I think one or two more series, like up to series 9, I think that'll be it.
And also, we're hearing that in the comic, not to make it stale either, they're getting them out of there, out of Alexandria, out of all the. I mean, they're explaining it that they're going off to another state for some type of mission or something.
Which they need to. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah. When you look at Doctor Who, hates referring back to things. Look at Doctor Who. The fact that they constantly want to keep him on Earth, that's getting bland and dull. You keep location the same in another series, people are going to become dull and like it is with that too. So they need to move on, right, to another stage to show, okay, this is what's happening here.
Yes. As far as the fate of Friday the 13th goes, really don't know, because I think after the deadline was December, I think it goes back to Warner Brothers, who purchased it originally from Paramount because of the deal with Christopher Nolan or whatever. Will Warner Brothers do a Friday the 13th thing right away? I'm thinking that they will. I'm thinking that they will do something where maybe Freddy and Jason will fight again. Maybe they'll get Robert Englund one more time. Because regardless whether people like it or not, that was very successful, them fighting each other, and they could play it off another reason for Robert Englund to be one more time. Well, maybe they'll do an Nightmare on Elm Street where he plays Freddy Krueger one more time. That would be better. I mean, give the guy some money. Let's go. It didn't work with the new Freddy, so
no, I think
Jason movies, they could always do whatever. That's
Yeah, I think they might be looking at also how the game goes, and if the game sparks interest again, they might just go full blown and get a movie sorted.
Which one?
Friday the 13th game that comes out this month.
Oh, the game is going to bring popularity,
Yeah, that comes out this month. So if that sparks interest every more, then they'll have to do a movie, won't they?
Yes. I mean, I hope so. But the thing is that this guy, whoever was doing it for Paramount, like, they really looked at it like it was like Shakespeare or something. And I'm like,
oh, come on.
What the hell? It's like, well, what is my motivation? I'm Jason Voorhees. How do I come back to life? Wouldn't you want to know that? No. What was my mommy like? What was my daddy like? Let's do part prequel. Let's show how he got his powers or how he keeps coming back to life.
I don't care. It's a horror
I don't give a shit either. So let's not and say we did. Old expression from the 80s. No, I don't want to see that. Magic rock from outer space landed in a pond. No, I don't want to see that. Enough. Just do a damn Friday the 13th and stop overthinking it. Just do it interesting. Put a little plot into it, but come on, it's not rocket science.
Yeah.
Put the hockey mask on, he's killing people. I mean,
what you're doing is over-explaining something, and in a horror flick, you don't need an over-explanation. You just
that's what made
that's what all these movies were about.
Do you think they thought about it like that back in the 80s? They were popping a movie out every freaking year.
That's what I mean. And
Every year.
I'm not being rude. They didn't sit down in a room and go, "Oh, let's talk about his past. Let's talk about his future." They didn't.
That's what kept Fangoria in business, that magazine. Because there was a Friday the 13th every damn year. There's a Nightmare on Elm Street all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Then they stopped everything, and then you wonder why the magazines don't continue anymore. You know.
It's like I know.
I don't even know if it's still around.
No. It's like all these leaks in the media now. You've got Twitter and everything, and it ruins it. Sometimes you like the element of surprise, don't you?
Yeah, but you didn't need to leak anything with Friday the 13th. Because what are you going to leak? He kills people. All right, thank you. I know that. It's like, they're not going
Trailers today are so long that if they keep going, here's your first trailer, here's your second trailer.
You've seen the movie.
If got bright, they would download the trailer bits and find all the different bits, but see which ones go together. And they've watched the movie due to the trailer.
We got a Halloween sequel, and we got the Chucky sequel. And we got a Saw sequel.
Yeah, a friend of mine keeps touting that.
So, what's old is new again. So, I'm waiting for the year of the horror movie, because this year we got everything pulled, basically. That Rings killed it for everybody. They got so scared, and
yeah.
You saw the new one?
Yeah, I saw the new one. It was decent.
Oh shit!
It was decent. Trust me. It's like they wanted to just update it so they could change it to instead of being a videotape, it goes to a phone or
I saw the Bye Bye Man, right? And I'm like, well, that's the stupidest fucking title I've ever heard in my life. The Bye Bye Man. Don't mention the Bye Bye Man. If you mention the Bye Bye Man, you're dead. Bye Bye Man comes for you. Bye Bye Man. It's like, you know how stupid you sound when you're saying it? Carrie Ann Moss was in it from the Matrix movies. And it was just so, it tried to be cool and it was, dumb. And then I guess it was supposed to get a sequel anyway. Whatever.
It's like when you say stuff about Slender Man, you're like, when you hear stuff like that, it's basically like the same thing.
Well, the best thing was Ouija Origin Evil. What was that? That was the best sequel, prequel, whatever. Prequel? Whatever the hell they call it. That was the best. You got to see that.
I saw that. Plus, I watched Colossal the other night on one of my sites.
What is the story with that? Was that released or not released?
That I don't know.
It was released. It was released, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Colossal was released?
Yeah, it did. It didn't have a wide release. It was limited.
No, it was limited.
Well, why would it was in a Hathaway?
Yeah.
Yeah,
why
it was a film festival movie that got a lot of traction, and then they released it limited on a limited time, I believe.
So it wasn't a major motion picture. It was a cheap budget?
It was I believe it was a small budget movie, because I remember they started.
Yeah, it was a small
they had a lot of trouble with it at first, because on the poster, they put Godzilla on the poster.
Yeah,
and Toho was like, no. And then they had to change that, and then the movie came out at a film festival, I believe. It got a lot of traction there, and then I believe it got a limited release.
Wow.
Yeah, because I saw a trailer for it. I thought, this looks interesting, because I thought maybe it was coming out next year or so. And then on one of my sites, I saw that it was up, and I thought, okay, it's just the trailer. They're showing me the trailer again. I go and watch it, and it's like the entire movie, which is...
So they didn't show what the budget was, but it made $2,500,000. That's pathetic.
It was a cute movie.
Yeah, but Joe, you got to remember, it didn't have a big budget, as far as I know.
What's the budget? Like a
few $100,000, I think.
I don't think it was huge. I think it was a moderate budget.
But what did they pay her? She just wanted to be in it, just to be in it.
I don't know. I have no idea. They had they had some pretty good cast members in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just.
But they didn't pay them though, right?
I'm pretty sure they did. I just don't think it was a whole lot.
Probably paid them scale.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. No, here it is. The budget is $15 million. Wait a minute.
Yeah, that's a pretty small budget.
Yeah, but it made $2 million.
Yeah, but it got only a limited release, so they weren't looking to make that back.
Well, why would they want it to be a failure purposely?
It's not a failure if it's a limited release.
It was a limited release. because that's what they do a lot of
So
times.
when is it going to be a wide release?
It's not getting a wide
No,
release.
it was just one of these little artsy films they put out.
Movies that usually get limited releases don't get wide releases usually.
It's like
So they have
it was
no
like-
intention of making a profit with this movie.
it was
It already,
basically
no,
like-
no, you're not understanding.
Okay.
It came out at a film festival. That was the end goal.
Mhm.
But it
It's
did
like-
so well. It was received so well that they were like, oh, let's give it a limited release. That was basically it.
It's basically like when you hear these stories about the Cannes Film Festival, that them films are only getting certain played in certain spots. That's it.
But so in other words, they'll make this movie knowing they're going to lose money.
But they won't care.
But they didn't, though. You're not getting it. They technically didn't lose money on it
They
because
made
it did
their
well
money
at the film festival.
Oh, they made the $15 million back or more.
I don't know how much they made, but they were. I know for a fact that they weren't expecting this to do anywhere close to what a big budget movie would make or something like that.
All right.
But
makes sense.
I will say this much: you sort of kind of figure out what she does once you figure out that when you see how everything came to be as her child in her childhood.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, I saw it.
How did you see it?
On my little site. That I know.
Yeah,
I know.
but some films,
Bad boy.
some films that just come out at film festivals and then get a limited release are sometimes good.
Well, I got to tell you, I'm glad that there's Purge movies. That's pretty cool. It's fun to go see. Sharon loves Purge movies. That's pretty entertaining. All right, we're going to get out of this horror cast. So thank you very much. Take care. Bye for now.